Sorry about that. Okay, you want to go here to background, and you can select both to edit both of these pages here, or you can select left, or you can select right, but I'm going to do both. And you can either select a theme, color, border, or if you wanted to just upload a custom photo for the whole entire page. I'm going to select theme. And this way you can go in and change it from being like a plain white background to something like this, or this, or this. Okay, so let's pretend that's the one we want. And I wanted to go in and add photos. So here's my photos right here. And you can select, these are photos that I already uploaded into my account, but you can add photos from your computer. I think this is a Google Drive or something. The Google Photos, Facebook, Dropbox. But let's just say I wanted to drag a photo over, and I just bring this over like that. And this one had already preset words, so you can just double click. It says double click to edit. There we go. I'll just say Christmas or something. And I'm just going to highlight and decrease the size. That's too small. Okay, let's just say that's what I want right there. And I'll just drag photos. Okay, so that's not a box. I thought that was a box. So these are just your photo boxes here. Okay, so that's that there. But if you change your mind, you want to change it to a different one, I'll do both again. Let's just say color. You can change your colors. Or you can do a layout. And it can be plain photos like that as well. Or layout and design. And these are preset pages here, like field trips. Okay. All right, so pretend these are our field trips, and we want to add more photos here. Let me see. Let me just add a photo from my computer so you can see how that would look. Let's pretend this is a field trip photo I wanted. So now I have that photo here that I just uploaded. And I can just drag it over. All right. So that's how you would upload photos and edit your custom pages. But let me go back and then show you how to add more pages if you want. So I'm going to go back to spreads. Spreads going to be where you go to see all of the pages that you have. So currently I have just this first page here, but I'm going to add, you can either add a blank page or you can go to a page builder, which is where they have those preset pages. I'm just going to say add blank page. I'm going to just add a blank spread for now. And it just let me drag it over. So that would be an extra $1.99 for pages 3 and 4. Okay. Any questions on uploading?
Yes. for those pre-made boxes, how can I add those in, like the one that has 6 boxes in each page?
Okay. So we just had a question about adding photos in. So let me just add this layout right here. I'm going to do both layout only, and I'll just do this. I'm going to X this out right here, and I'm going to go to my photos, which is right here. And then I'll show you guys how to just, I think there's a way to, okay. Okay, you would just go here to my photos, and I'll go here again, and let me just select these. This is how you'll add photos, and I'm gonna highlight, let's just say these 3 photos I wanted. And then they will, okay, hold on, it's downloading. So then my photos should end up right here. Oh, it only let me do one at a time here, okay. But then once your photo's there, then you would just drag it over. Any other questions on photos?
Yes, I have one question. This layout has a customize option, or you have to choose one of the one that given from there?
You can either customize it how you want to, or you can do the preset layouts. I feel like the preset layouts, if you're not familiar with how to do this, it might be the easiest. The layout only has these photo boxes already preset, or the layout and design. I feel like if you're not very computer savvy and you just want to just choose one that they have here, that might be easy because it's already kind of preset to how it fits. But you also could do a completely blank page too. If I'm going to delete this, if you want to create your entirely just what you want to do, you can drag things over and then resize it how you want and just throw in a bunch of photos. The only thing with this is that's kind of a lot of work to try to figure out how you want to put it to look neatly. So sometimes it's easier just to do a layout that they already have. But even with the layout that they already have, you can adjust it how you want to. Like, let's just say I wanted to add this, but let's just say I wanted to delete that one. Just click it and just click delete, and it's gone.
Oh, okay.
You can do that, but you can also even
Add boxes into this.
Yeah, you can drag it how you want to as well. If you decided you wanted something like it, but not exactly like it, then you can adjust it.
Okay.
So there's always that option as well.
Oh, that sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you add a background to the layout?
This one, yes, okay. Let's see. Deadline for custom pages is April 11th. All right, let's just see color. If you want to change the color, let's see, then you can just do that if you wanted to do that. But if you want to do, let's see, there's even a border. Let's see what this is. I can do that as well. There's a lot of things that you can do in here to really customize it. You just kind of have to find it. Let's see. Memories. Okay. All right. So memories. This is what really confused people last year. There's a memory section that you find. I'll start from the beginning so you can see it. Let's see. Okay. All right. So last year there was a memory section, and when people were filling that part out, they thought that that was customizing the book, but it is not. It is just a kind of like a questionnaire. One of my favorite foods, the best thing about school, and then they would answer these. But this here, I'm going to say, let's just say tacos because I see tacos. And I'll say math for favorite thing about school. And so what it does is it creates these little memory cards, I guess, questionnaire that maybe you want your kids to remember what they liked that year. So it just creates this, and then you can just drag it in and it becomes just some information here. Kind of like I will show you on the little sample that I did. So here I said I wanted to be a nurse when I grew up, and my favorite show is Friends. So those are like the little memory cards that you would create here under memories. And then you would just drag it over and it's considered like a photo. But this way, maybe looking back on this particular year in this yearbook, they remember that they wanted to be a nurse this year. And then next year they want to be, I don't know, a firefighter or whatever. But every year you get to see what they want it to be. Okay. All right. The next thing is signatures. So let me go back. I'm going to go to the beginning. Okay. So back to the beginning. Under here, it says go to signatures. This is your yearbook to-dos. So you can always go through here to help you get to some of these things here. Signatures is basically kind of like how you're in school and your friends sign your yearbook, but maybe you don't want your friends to actually sign it with a pen and pencil. You can request a signature. Or send a signature. And these are from last year. Their friends sent them messages like, thanks for being a great friend, or you can even add a photo. My daughter sent a photo to my son with a picture of them too. It's just saying you're the best brother. I'm going to show you how to request a signature. Let me just say, and it'll pop up all the kids with the similar names. So I'm just going to send him a request. And then if you want to send a signature, I'm going to say send. So you can either add a photo or add a sticker. Type in the message that you have, and then it'll sign off on his name and just click add right there. But going back to book. So then now once I'm back to the book, let's say I wanted to add that signature. I'm going to go back to last year since I don't have any for this year. These are the signatures. Pretend this is for this year and you want to add it in. I usually add it in towards the end of my custom pages. And then you can just drag in the signatures they got. But I would probably shrink them so you have space for more, or you can even add your memories if you wanted to add it here, or other photos. Let's just say I want to add this photo here. If you wanted to spruce it up and add some stickers, there's graphics here as well. So there's a lot of different themes in here. You just kind of have to play around and search for it. Or you can go through the filter that's all objects, or narrow it down: animal, music, different shapes, mascots, frames, etc. So there's quotes as well. Say you wanted something like this there. You can do that. You can even edit the size. Let's see. All right. Then there's also text. So there's these letters here that you can use. Again, you can search. Let's just say I typed in first grade. So I could use first grade. And I can make it bigger. Just remember this imaginary line right here. You don't want to put anything there because it may get cut off, especially for pictures and stuff. You don't want that to get cut off. So just make sure it's in between those lines. Let me take this out. You can do your own text box. So I'm going to add in my text box, and I'll double click and just say Luke's first grade. And you can highlight it. You can change your font, change font size. You can change your color. Bold, underline, italicize, whatever you want. It's up here. Line height, letter spacing, padding. I forget what this is. I think it's more of just the space in between that box. But there's a bunch of things up here that you can edit stuff with. There's a shadow for that, which doesn't look so great, but there's that option. Okay. For pictures, I'm going to delete this. All right. So for pictures, let's say you wanted to edit it. There's photo effects, edit photo, and then there's caption. Photo effects, here's the shadow. I don't know if you can tell. Here, let me put the depth. You can kind of see there's a shadow there. Glow, I'm gonna turn the glow on with that. There's a little glow around this if you liked that. Shape, I'm gonna turn the shape on. And then it makes it have like the little scalloped edges, or it can look like that. You can just scroll through here and see if there's anything you like. And then you have a little theme with your photo. It can also look like a number or different shapes like that. I'm going to put it back to this. Actually, I'm going to turn this shape off so you can see what the border looks like. Turn the border on. I can make it look like a square. And I'm going to, because my background, I'm going to change this to pink so you can see it. And here's the corner. It can look like that. And I think I must still have a shadow on. That's why it looks like that. So I'm going to turn the shadow off. Go back to border. And you can make it thinner or thicker. And turn it off. You can also edit your photo. There's different filters here if you want to edit the photo within the app. I don't know if you can see it. Let me do black and white so you can see it. And there you go. Other different options here as well. Different frames if you want to play around with it. Also, let's just say I don't want my picture to be this shape anymore. I want it to be a square. I can do that. But I don't want myself to be off-centered. So I'm going to double click the photo and I'm just going to drag myself in the middle. Any questions? No. Okay. That's pretty much it. Let me see if I covered most of the stuff. So there's some shortcuts up here if you want to go through here for, see, my photos. If you want to upload all your photos at once, it might be easier. Add photos. You can drag a bunch of photos in. Let me see. Let's try this. I'm going to highlight multiple and see if it does it. Okay, so it might be easier if you like to upload a bunch of photos at once and then start doing your yearbook. You could do that. I do suggest uploading your pictures as they happen, because when you're trying to think about all the pictures at the end of the year, it's kind of hard to scroll through all your Google photos or all the photos that's in your phone. It's hard to find. You go to my kids. From here, you can choose child number 1, child number 2. I think that's pretty much it, the basic stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other things that you guys can do in here to customize your page, but those are the basics, just to get a custom page that doesn't look like a plain white page with just some photos on it. Anybody have any questions right now?
Yes, I have one question. After you create your page, do you have option to view them in a like a bigger view so you know everything looks good?
Let's see. So you can go here and there's a little magnifying glass right there. If you want to make it look bigger, you can do that. So that'll help you see it better. There's also this too. I don't know if it helps because it's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more complex. But sometimes if you want to be perfect about it, there's a way you can snap. I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of pulls your picture right to the line right there if you wanted things to be perfectly aligned. Does that answer your question for the magnifying though?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? And we'll try to do another check-in when we get the chance, in case once you guys start working on it and then you start having questions at that point, so that you guys can ask and we can try to figure it out for you. And we'll have a recording of this. We'll post it when we can. So if you missed the beginning, you'll be able to catch up. All right. Thank you for joining us. I hope you guys have a happy spring break. Just to show you how to upload pictures for the school and not for your personal custom pages, you will start from this main screen, go to Explore Yearbooks, and for school pictures, it doesn't matter whether you're going to go through whichever child you want. And the school photos that you put in here, it's you can look for a folder. Let's say you've got a first grader and it's not an event that's covered, like back to school bash, book character parade, clubs, the diversity events. You would just go first grade. Add photos, a photo from my computer. Let me pretend this is a first grade photo, and I'll just put this in. Double click. So now I've got my first grade photo here. I'm going to delete it though. Let's just say you have, let's see, out class. There's no photos here yet. Add photos. It looks like you can do my photos too, which will be from your personal photos that you uploaded into Tree Ring for your custom pages, but you want to share it so that we could use it for our yearbook collages. Let's just say we want that one. Add photos. And then now the yearbook team can use this to put into the collage. Just make sure you go through all these folders and see if you have any photos that you can share with us. Math and Science Night, Red Ribbon Week, the winter holidays. Just remember, don't add photos here and then it's your personal photos, because then you may not want the rest of the school to see your photos. And that's it.